Hello, my people. I welcome you again back to ICBN Vlog. I say, may God bless you. Please, if you have not subscribed, I would like you to do so. Please share my video. I am a new YouTube blogger. Please try to press the notification button and press the thumb like. My story is about the journey of my life. My story is a true life story about all that I have been through, right from the time of my childhood. My story is what I use to encourage people. Maybe there is a way you have been through difficult situation in your life and you are looking for an encouragement. I would like you to view my stories and it will be like an encouragement to you. There's no situation in this life that doesn't have any solution. The most of it all is that I'm a believer in things of God, so I know that with God all things are possible. I would like to go straight to the point. This is another part of my video. If you have not watched the former videos, I will encourage you to do so that you can be able to connect to this very one. So my story continues where I stopped last time. Last time I was talking about the story how I fall in love after so many difficult life, after so many difficult situations, after so many difficult circumstances that surround me. But one day I met a guy who I was able to share my idea, my feelings, and my joy and my happiness with him. But the way we met was in a very funny way. I will put it that way. But at the end, he becomes somebody that really have a listening ear to listen to some things, and I was able to express my feelings and to be able to be happy. I will say first time in my life. So my story continue because the guy is supposed to go back where he was staying in the northern part. So I went there to wish him a safe journey. So I come back home and he left. So when he left, I start to feel so lonely. I start to miss him. You know, the little time we spent together was a memorable time. It is a memorable situation because he did not rush me. He did not abuse me. He did not look down on me. He did not make me to feel, to have anything to regret about knowing him. He was a gentleman, a complete gentleman, a man with honor, a man with dignity, a man who knows the value of a woman, not like what I've been through during the time of my school time, but this one, he really gave me a lot of understanding about how a man should be. So the little time I knew him was something that I will not just easily forget. So when he go back to where he was staying, I was alone again. I go back to the way I always behave and the way I always stay before he came into my life. But every day I always look forward to say, when will I see him again? So 1 week passed, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I did not get any letter. And I was not eager to be the first one, to write him a letter so that it will not seem as if I'm so desperate. But in reality, I was really missing him. Just the way he appears, the way he talks, his look, everything about him, his personality was so encouraging. So I was just being worried, but I was also trying to hold myself so that I would not look too cheap. So after the 3rd week, we are about to enter the 4th week. That very day, I was the one who went to our shop. I don't really go to our shop, as I said before, but in many circumstances at times, I may be opportune to go to our shop. So when I went to our shop that very day, I was there. Then later in the afternoon, I saw an elderly man. He came to our shop. He greeted me. He was having some hand luggages with him. So he was looking like somebody who was looking for somebody. Then he asked me, I am looking for so person. But the way he was looking at me, he was looking at me as somebody who is convinced of who he was looking for. So I said, I am the person. When he mentioned my name, then it's like he was now satisfied. He said, yeah, I've been here for about 2 times, but I did not meet you. Then I told him, sir, I am sorry, but I don't know you. Then he said, yeah, I came from the northern part. So somebody sent me a message to you. So he told me where he come from. He's also from our town, but in another village again. So to clear the story, he's coming home. So this my guy bought some things and some letters. Then he gave it to this very man that he should make sure that he delivered these goods to me direct. So he described me to him. So the man had been to our shop about twice. So he did not see me. So he took the things away. So this one that he came was the third time. So it was fortunate for me that I was in the shop. So he was also so happy that he was able to see me. So he delivered the goods. He told me it's from so person. And the person said that I should also write a letter and I will also add some pictures to give to him so that he can return it back to my guy, so that my guy will know truly that I received the package. I said, okay, I will do so. So I talked with the man the day I will give him those things, because he told me the day he will be going back. I said, okay, the man had been around for almost 2 weeks and maybe have another 1 week to go back, because as I said, for almost nearly 3 weeks, I have not been to the shop. So at the end of the day, I go and I took some nice pictures. When I got home, I opened this bag. Oh, I will not explain the things this guy bought for me. So many good things that women like, like underwears, some nice clothes, then with letter and with money, every good things. I was so crazy. I was so happy. So my mom did not really ask me so much about the clothes, because in our house there's one man who always brings some second-hand clothes. So sometimes I will buy, I will say I will pay little by little. So sometimes my mom will tell the man to leave the clothes, that she will pay the guy later. So many times I also pay with the little money I have. So for my mom to see me with new clothes is not something she will be so worried about. But she doesn't know how I got these clothes. But those clothes, they are really, really nice. So I quickly wrote the letter, and I was able to give to this very elderly man. So I was so happy. Then I did not even wait for the night. So when everybody was sleeping, I sleep away. I have to go at the back of our house to read my letter, which he wrote for me. So all the good things he said, how he was missing me, how he prayed that he wished that my result will come so that I will get admission in one of the good school, and so and so. As I said before, he doesn't know my family story. I did not tell him anything about my education, or how my mom did not really want me to further my education. I did not really want to bother him with my responsibilities. So I was so happy with so many encouraging words that he sent to me through his letter. So at the end, this man left back, I also wrote a lot of good words back to him, which the guy take back to where he was staying. So that was how that time went again. Then I was just staying again. I will say it's like every day I always read this very letter. It's like every day. I said I have never seen somebody so gentle. He really gave me a good money, almost nearly the same amount of what he gave me before he went back to where he was staying. And the one he gave me, I have not even spent even half of it. I am always being careful because I don't want to get attention from my mom or from my sister, so that they will not think, how managed did I get this amount of money? So I spend it in a very gentle way. So I was still having more than enough before he still sent me this money again. Then I said, oh, God, I thank you. You have remembered all my pains. And this is the time I start to see that life have a meaning to me. Because as I have been saying my story, I don't know what is the purpose of life. I was just living without direction, but this time it's like my day have come. It's a time of a new dawn. So I waited again. Then it take like about, let's say, over 1 month again. So sometimes I'll go to our shop, but I don't go with expectation that maybe I will see him or so. No. Like I said before, there's no telephone communication. It's either through letters or through normal visit. So one day I was at home. Nobody was at home. It was Sunday. My mom, she went for meeting. I don't know where my senior sister go. And like as I said, my senior brother is not always at home. That very day I wanted to go out, but something just tell me just to stay at home. So I just stay at home. Then suddenly I just feel like as if I'm hearing a car noise. Then I was thinking, oh, maybe it may be my imagination, or just that feeling that I'm missing somebody, because I was just sitting in our sitting room. I did not get up. I said, wow, today is Sunday, nobody will come, because Sundays we don't really get visitors, maybe except maybe one of our relation or anybody. To my very surprise, I hear somebody knocking at the door. I was the only one at home. My people, when I opened the door, hey, my dear, it was this very guy standing in front of our house. This time, I don't even care whether my mom will see him. I don't even care whether anybody in our compound will see him. When I see him, it was like, am I dreaming? Is it him? The way I jump on him, like he did not have his balance, maybe two of us will just fall on the ground. I was so happy. I was so excited. Even he was not expecting that I will just jump on him that way, because he was just looking around as if somebody will see what I am doing. Then he asked me, what is wrong with you? You look so happy. I said, yeah, because I am happy to see you. He said, yeah, he had been missing me, that I'm stubborn, that he always remembered the way I always been aggressive to him the first time he come to our shop, and also, but when he was going back, he saw another side of me, and he got my letter. So he traveled to go buy some goods, in another state. But when he was coming back, he decided just to pass through our town, just to see me for a few days before going back. Then I was so happy that he even created his own time to spend some days just to come and see somebody like me. Who am I? Then he said, where is my mom? I told him my mom went for meeting. Then he said, okay, I am going outside now. I am waiting for you, so that I will not put you into a problem. Come and meet me the place you waited for me last time. I said, okay. So he left. I dress up. I go out. I followed him. Then we drove off to the former place where he bought me something to eat and something to drink. So we stayed there. We talked a lot. Come and see your sister who is not used to talk. I start to talk. He too, he was surprised, to see me talking. He was like, what is wrong with you? But he was like happy because he saw that happiness in me, that I was really showing it. And he also make him to feel more comfortable now with me, So he said, you have really changed. I said, yes, I changed because you changed me. So we really spent a lot of time. Then he said he's staying 2 days. After 2 days, he will go back to where he is staying. I said, no problem. So we said, okay, tomorrow he will check me in the shop. If I am not there, that what I should, if he check me in the shop, if I'm not there, that I will come so place to come and meet him. So he knows when we open shop. So if I'm in the shop, let's say like 5 o'clock, if he come there, he will see me. But if he come like 5 o'clock, he did not see me in the shop, then he will wait for me so place till like 10 after 5 or quarter after 5. So that was how we make our appointment. Then unfortunately for me, I was not able to go to the shop because I have a lot to do at home. But my mom also was not around, so I was able to go out as we discussed. So both of us, we go to his house. In all these things that I am saying, this man have never touched me. He have never said, I want to sleep with you. He have never do those things that I experienced before. He was just being happy that he's just looking at me. Even though I am not saying this word, like he even asked me that I want to touch you because of his gentility, because of his sincerity, because of his being I could have even agree. I wish even in my heart I was even wishing that he asked, but he never did so. So we sit I went to their house, we spent time together. But anytime I went there, I don't see the parents. He's always the one who stays at home. But this last time I went there, I saw about 2 young children, one boy and one girl. But they greeted him with a lot of respect. But I don't believe that these 2 children will be his children because he's still very young to have such children. And the age difference between him and those children is far. For him to be like maybe their senior brother or so, he look like, let's say, 15 years older than them. And somebody of that age cannot also have children of that age. But I was not too much pushing him to ask him who are they. They only greeted him and welcomed him, and he just went into the room and he took me along with him. So we just stayed, we discussed so many things. He told me about his business. He asked me if our result is out. I said no. Then he said, okay, I will be going back soon, but I will still give you some money. Then he asked me, is there no time you can create time to come and visit me where I am staying in the north? I said, I have never go out of our vicinity before or out of our state on my own. So I don't know what I will talk with my mom before I will go, but I will really try to see if it is possible for me, which is okay, no problem, that we will make our time about it, that if there's no way I can come, that he can come and talk to my mom and explain himself to my parents that he really like me, that I look good, I look quiet, and I look responsible. Don't forget my story. Like as I was telling you people before, I was only looking for a way to escape from our family, from our house, because the life I'm having there is not the life I desire for myself right from my childhood. So this man is like an opportunity for me to escape. But he is not the type that we like to, elope with somebody's child. Maybe, and I don't know what is really in his mind, whether he's ready for marriage or not. And I don't really know him very much. We are only trying to know each other. So I was not able to be bold enough to open up to him, to tell him these are the things I am going through. And I don't want to get sympathy from him. I want what was happening between both of us to be in a normal, natural way, not because maybe I'm having some hardship, then maybe out of pity, or maybe because I was looking for a way of escape, then he become an opportunity for me. Then what about if I got to his place and maybe it is not what I was expecting? So I was still having some little doubt in my heart, but I was really this time planning to do something about my situation. It's either I go to him or it's either he come to our house to make an introduction. Then maybe he take me away, or I wait for my result. Then I see if I will have an opportunity to go to school. So by the time I will get admission in the school, then I can be able, maybe through school, to visit him anytime I want. Then I will now be a big girl who can make some decision on her own. So that is what happened. Then after the 2 days he promised, I was always with him. Even all this time, sometimes my mom will ask me, where are you? I will just try to say one or two stories, which my mom always believe, because there's no evidence of what he will accuse me of. But I have enough time I spend with him. So after that 2 days, he said he's going back because his business is just on a standstill. So he give me some money, as I said, maybe if I have an opportunity to come and visit. Then he said that if I'm not able to come, that he will try to create time to come in 2 months' time. So that was what happened. I think I will still stop here because I said that I don't always want to make this video to be long. Then the next video, we will now discuss whether I was able to visit him or I was not able to visit him. Because before that next video, I have another difficulties again. I fall into a great tragedy, that I was not expecting. So follow me to the next video to really know what happened next and how we later conclude whether we will meet each other again by me going there, or whether he came to our family to introduce himself to my parents. I would like you to go with me. But while I am talking this story, like I said before, in every advantage there is disadvantage. And in every disadvantage also there is advantage. But all I know is that in the journey of life, there's always ups and downs. Sometimes things may not go the way we want, but we continue to push, we continue to struggle, we continue to move, we continue to hope. So sometimes when the things come in a good way, we make sure we make every use of the opportunity of that good. But we don't need to take that advantage of that good to feel relaxed, because even in that good time, bad thing may happen again. But how we manage that good time may be a help for us to also endure during the bad time. That is where I will stop my story for today. Please, if you have not subscribed, I would like you to do so. Press the notification button, press the thumb like, and God will bless you. I also pray that as we are still going toward this COVID 19, that God will take away all the pains. God will heal the land. Those that are going through this sickness, through this virus, that God will take control. Those who have lost their loved ones, that God should console them. May God bless you. This is the story of the journey of my life. It is a true life story. I pray that you get some encouragement from it. May God bless you again. Bye.